N5BE, WA6LJS.
W6LJS N5BE. I was just waiting for a break to come in there, John. So, do you want me to ride herd on it today?
Yeah, I'd appreciate that because I'm expecting a call also, but and then Bill wants me to kind of keep track of it. So between the two of us, if Bill gets called away, we can keep the net going there. Over.
Okay, very good, John. I'll run it from here. W6LJS N5BE.
Roger, Roger. Boy, you're 20 over. Beautiful signal. N5BE, WA6LJS. Standing by for the net.
Frequencies in use. Thank you. Good morning. This is W2WLD, Net Control for the Air Force's Flyers Club, an association of members and veterans of the military air services from all branches of the armed forces. Our membership includes air crew, ground crew, missile crew, air traffic control, and all aviation support personnel. Our net meets on this frequency at 1500 Zulu every day of the year. Our purpose is to promote fellowship among radio amateurs who devoted a portion of their lives to support the missions of our air forces. If you want more information about us, please check out our website, airforcesflyersclub.org. One more time, airforcesflyersclub.org. Our net format is to establish a list using a variety of resources, including direct check-in, NetLogger, Echolink, where we have a conference node, and several web SDR sites. I prefer Utah number 2. This is a control net. You do not have to be a member or be associated with the military or aviation to check in. To contact net control initially, please use one of the words contact, relay, info, or check-in as appropriate. Once the list is established, we'll go down the list pretty much in order for comments. We do like to limit those to about 2 minutes. time remaining, we'll go back down the list a second time for final comments and a 73. If you wish to be a short timer, please let me know so that we can move you toward the top of the list. My name is Bill, Bravo India Lima Lima, located in upstate New York near the capital, Albany. And again, my call sign is Whiskey 2, Whiskey Lima Delta, break. Okay, using those variety of resources, I have the following list already established. I have Carl, our ops officer, KF7GJO. Stand by. I had to lower the volume on Charlie's live stream. We got Carl, KF7GJO. We have Lee, N5 Bravo Echo. We have our commander, Bob, K1BOB. We have John, WA6LJS. And we have a guest, John, Kilo Golf 7 Golf Mike. We have Lee, W4PUO. We have Charlie, K4YDB, who is running the net live stream on YouTube. If you're interested, go to YouTube, put in his call sign, Kilo 4 Yankee Delta Bravo, and that will pop up for you. We have Ray, New Jersey, WB2JJO. We have Jim, W6WAY, and Willie, KJ5BWB, and another guest, David, KQ4AJN. Break. Okay, I see we picked up Chris, KS5KY, who's receive only, and James, KG5PTE. Good morning. Are there any other check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club net? Call now. Kilo 4 November Mike Golf. Wow, good morning. The gent that owned the frequency in QS Flag Force. Good morning. Got you on the list. Anyone else?
Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf. Late getting in here, Bill.
Morning, Dale. Nice signal today. Anyone else? John, would you put out a call, please?
Wilco, this is WA6LJS relaying for net control for the Wednesday morning Air Force Flyers net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. All's quiet out here, Bill. Back to net.
Thank you, John. Let's try Dale. Can you put out a call from your home station in Texas, please?
I will do, Bill. This is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf relaying for net control. We're taking check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club net this Wednesday morning. Members or visitors, call now. Bill, I don't hear anybody. I don't have any of the SDRs up yet, so maybe somebody else heard something, but nothing here. Back to net, W5OG.
Okay, Dale. Thank you. We'll press on. Of the list, does anyone want to be a short timer today? Call now. Okay, I heard no short timers. I did post a question of the day. Charlie has it on the live stream, but I'll go ahead and read it quickly here. It's about the aircraft that I flew. In service for over 29 years, the P-3 Orion maintained a remarkable safety record. There were only 38 crashes in over 6 million flight hours. The question is, which of the following factors was not involved in any of those 38 crashes? A, a propeller overspeed resulting in departure from the aircraft. Alpha, propeller overspeed resulting in departure from the aircraft. Bravo, a surface-to-air missile strike. Bravo, a SAM. Charlie, impact with a tram cable. Charlie, impact with a tram cable. That's TRAM. Delta, mid-air collision. Delta, mid-air collision. Echo, an overpressurized fuel cell. Echo, an overpressurized fuel cell. And let's see, maybe I threw a curve here. Maybe all of these were factors. But again, the question is, which of the following was not involved in any of those crashes? Does anyone need a repeat of anything involved in the question? Go. Okay, I got a repeat, please. I'm going to do it quickly. This is about the P3 Orion. Great safety record, only 38 crashes and over 6 million flight hours. The question is, which of the following factors was not involved in any of those crashes? A, propeller overspeed resulting in departure from the aircraft. B, a surface-to-air missile strike. C, impact with a tram cable. D, mid-air collision. E, overpressurized fuel cell. F, all of the above were factors. Get your copy? Okay, I guess we got it. Let's see. I don't think anyone wanted to be a short timer, so we'll go ahead and go to the top of the list, and that's KF7GJO W2WLD. Good morning, Carl.
Well, good morning, Bill and the group. This is KF7GJO coming from you from hot and dry northwestern Nevada. No air traffic control question today? Boy, I went and read up my ATP, the 7110 manual, and hey, that was a fun one yesterday, and the offer still stands. Anybody that would like a free PDF copy of the book, just hit me off an email and I'll send it to you. Well, today's question is interesting. Can't imagine 38 crashes of a P3. That must have pretty well wiped out the inventory of them. At 6 million flight hours, that's a lot of sorties. And reading through all the choices, one jumped off the computer screen at me, Bill, and that was C. Charles, an impact with a tram cable. And maybe there was more than one, but the one that I'm thinking of, if memory serves right, that involved an A6, I believe. And somebody was doing an unapproved low-level flight up through some canyons and ravines in Italy, and struck a tram cable. I may be wrong, I may be way off base, but that comes to mind. So I'm going to say C. Charles is the one which was not a factor in a P3 crash. So be interesting to see what the answer is. I'll be with you to the bottom, buddy. So back to you, W2WLD, KF7GJO.
Okay, Carl, I got a solid copy on you this morning. A nice signal coming in. You copied all that. I did get the email from John, W6LJS, with the audio of you doing your thing at LA Center. Do you think you could do that as well today? Over.
Well, that was LA Tracon where I was going through the screening. And, it's a funny thing, Bill. I've been out of ATC for just under 40 years now. And knowing that my timing and coordination would have slipped a little bit, there is no question in my mind. I can sit down at the Norton sector at Ontario Tracon and work traffic alongside anybody. It's like falling off a bicycle. You never forget how. So back to you.
Well, that was impressive. You're a better man than I am, Carl. Let's go to Winnie, N5BE W2WLD. Good morning, Winnie.
W2WLD N5BE. Good morning, Bill. Well, I'm with Carl. I remember an EA6B hitting some wires up in northern Italy. Whoa, when was that? Back in the late 80s or in the early 90s? And boy, that brought some political rain. So I'm going to go with Charlie. I think the other ones are possible, and I'm going to go with C, Bill. So good question. I'm liking it. W2WLD N5BE.
Okay, we got your answer as Charlie. Let's go to the boss. K1BOB, W2WLD. Bob, you're up.
W2WLD, K1BOB. Good morning, Bill, and all the flyers out there. Top of the day to you. Regarding the question, I think an overspeed is possible. The question coming up about that, so I think it's possible. I don't know anything about that, though. Never flown an airplane that had a variable speed prop. That could be. Surface-to-air missile, there was one that either got hit by a Soviet or Chinese jet. I'm not sure if it was a surface-to-air missile or an air-to-air missile, but it went down, had to divert into an island, where they confiscated the aircraft, took it apart, and they had to go back later, put it together, where they gave it back to us. That was quite traumatic for the crew. I think that was a P-3. It was a Navy jet, I'm positive. So mid-air collisions, there's been a number of them, actually. I think I've read about at least 3 mid-airs. Overpressurized fuel cell, I don't know. I've never heard of that happening, but that doesn't mean it doesn't. I'm going to say impact with a tram cable, because I do also remember the Italian ski area, where I think it was a Marine A6, A7 pilot that was hot dogging it, and he severed the cable. I think he landed the jet after that, if I'm not mistaken, which sounds incredible. I'm going to go with Charlie. I don't know what a P-3 would have any business flying down that low, unless they were showing off, but that could happen. Put me down for Charlie. I'll Charlie out on this, Bill. Thank you very much for running the net. Conditions aren't the best here, but the short skip's starting to come up a little bit now. I couldn't hear John early on. K1BOB, back to W2WLD. Answer is Charlie.
Yeah, very fine, Bob. I've got you just above the noise, but it is solid copy. And copy your answer as Charlie. I do want to bring in our guests at this point before we lose them. They've seen how we operate so far with our comments. So let me go with John first. Kilo Golf 7, Golf Mike, W2WLD. Good morning, John. What do you have for the net? Anyone here, John? One more time. Kilo Golf 7, Golf Mike, W2WLD. If you're there, John, take a turn. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go to Ken. Ken was in a very interesting QSO just before the net, and I made a request that it was possibly QSY, and they ended their QSO. We really appreciate that, Ken. You're welcome to join us anytime today. What do you have for the net? K4, November Mike Golf, W2WLD. Okay, let me make sure. You were a Navy ordnanceman, is that correct?
Keep trying to, Bill.
Yeah, I don't hear him. K4NMG, still there, Ken? Yeah, Ken, you were an ordnanceman? Well, I fired a bullpup. I was a Navy pilot, Ken. And what carrier were you on? Over. Well, thank you for your service, Ken. I was on the forest ball for a couple of years in the mid-70s. You going to stick around for the second round? Over. Okay, Ken. Well, you qualify for membership, but you do not have to be a member in order to check in with us. So whenever you're available, I'd like to hear from you again. So I don't know if you copied our website. You might find it interesting because all of the services are represented in our group. It's Air Forces, plural, Flyers, plural, club.org. Air Forces Flyers Club.org. Again, thanks for joining us today, and thank you for your QSY earlier. Okay, let's see. That was the two guests that I had. Let's go to John. WA6. Why am I doing that to you, John? WA6LJS, W2WLB.
I don't know, Bill. W2WLB. This is WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. Well, for some reason, I've got a very high noise level here. It's about an S7, and you're over it. You're about an 8 here, but Ken was in and out, like a lot of QSB, but I've been switching to SDRs there. Anyway, it's currently 67 degrees, kind of clear blue sky. We've got a couple of white fluffy clouds. It's going to be 90 degrees today again. I think we've just got one more day of this heat, and then we should stabilize here. But it's been uncomfortable. We got to stay in with the air conditioning all day. Let's see. Answer to the question. I'm going to follow the lemmings and go Charlie. I was thinking maybe it was Bravo, the surface-to-air missile, but I think I'll stick with Charlie and see how that goes. And I was quite impressed with Carl GJO's air traffic control audio. It's amazing that he could juggle so many aircraft at the same time and all that responsibility and all those lives. So I did forward that to a couple of you because it really amazed me that he could do that. That really takes a lot of skill. And it just was one after another, and to remember where everybody is and and know that it's a life and death situation for some of those aircraft. If he makes one mistake and they can have a mid-air collision or go into the ground. I really appreciate that video, Carl. Or not video, it's an audio. Other than that, I'll turn it back to you, Bill. The W2WLD, WA6LJS.
Okay, John, solid copy. You're just above the noise. I too have some noise today on the band. We're sitting here waiting for the remnants of Beryl, but it looks like most of it's going north of us. So we were forecast to have rain starting today and going through Thursday. All right, let's see. Let's go to Lee. W4PUO, W2WLD. Lee, you're up.
W2WLD, W4PUO. Thanks, Bill. And very good comments this morning from both Carl and Ken. Ken, if you're still listening, I had some time on the F104A models back in the 60s with the Sidewinder, and it was a fine weapon. We had a nighttime mission and flew a lot of training with it. Never fired one in anger, though. We had some trouble with the front end, the glass seeker portion. When we go through thunderstorms, it would knock the glass out of the missile and disable it. Anyhow, that's just some notes off of my memory bank. I had no chance to get on the air Monday, Tuesday, guys, because of the storm and having to clean up a few things around here. Hurricane went about 50 miles close to us here and then headed on up northeast. My answer to your question is probably going to be both Bravo and Charlie, Bill. Bravo and Charlie. And for those reasons that have already been stated. So that's the story here, and I hope you all have a good day. Thanks for helping us out there, Ken. K4NMG down in Florida, Orlando. Good location, by the way. And W4PUO is back to net.
Very good, Lee. Boy, you're booming into Utah number 2. Are you sticking around, or are you giving your 73 now? Over?
No, I'll stick around, Bill. Thank you.
Okay, very fine. Charlie, K4YDB, W2WLD. You're up, sir.
W2WLD, K4YDB. Good morning, Bill. Morning to all the flyers out there. I hope everybody's having a good morning. Bill, your signal is dropping down, and Chris is letting me know that the band is probably going to get worse, and it's fading over here a little bit on me so far. But Lee's still a good S9 into here. Of course, he always is. But you faded down to about a 7. You were a 9 earlier. But right now it's yesterday I had thunderstorms roll through here last night, and they were pretty bad, and they came through here right at the time that the net was supposed to be coming on, and so I missed that because of weather. Mother Nature didn't want me to do anything, so I just went to bed. So what else can you do? I think I'm done with my solar panels right now. I'm not going to do anything else with them, so that project is down, and I'm waiting on a call on my tractor to find out what the damage was and when they're going to be able to get it back to me. They supposed to call me 2 days ago, so I hate to bug them, but I may have to call them this afternoon. As far as the question goes, well, I really don't know, but the tram thing, when I was putting this thing up on YouTube over here on the stream, I said, where on earth did he get the tram at? Anyway, I'm going to go with Charlie. W2WLD, K4YDB, I'm back to net.
Charlie goes with Charlie. Okay, Charlie, gotcha. Let's go to New Jersey. WB2JJO. Ray, you're up. Hey, Ray, gotcha. We're jumping over each other on the local, but you're hitting Utah number 2 fairly well. And I got your answer as Bravo and Charlie. I did hear Jim on the local. Let's see if I can reach him now. W6WAY, W2WLD. Jim, you're up.
Yes, okay, thank you, Bill. Thanks for running the net. And I'm copying you. Well, I have a noise level here, so I'm not copying you as well as I normally do. But anyway, I do have the Utah number 2 tuned in, and it just went dark on me, so let's see. Okay. Anyway, I do hear myself on it, so maybe you hear me too. Anyway, let's see. It was 76 degrees when I checked. It's supposed to get up to 103 today. And on my the news is that back in March, a golf ball broke my patio door, and we just got it fixed yesterday. They had to remanufacture the doors, and we had to put in both doors because they didn't manufacture the doors the same as when this house was built. Anyway, finally, after 3 or 4 months, we finally got it taken care of. Anyway, for my answers for the question, I'm going to go with Bravo and Charlie also. Anyway, back to you, Bill. This is W6WAY.
Okay, Jim, very fine. Got your answers, Bravo and Charlie. I'm not going to ask how a golf ball ended up hitting your door, but I have a couple ideas about that. You either have a neighbor that's an avid golfer or you live near a golf course. Let's go to Willie, KJ5BWB, W2WLD. Willie, you're up. Anyone here, Willie?
KJ5BWB, you're up, Willie.
Sorry about that, y'all. I had the SDR turned down, I guess. W2WLD, KJ5BWB. Good morning, everybody. I did have the SDR turned down. That being said, I've got most of you local this morning, which is pretty nice. So, getting to the question, though, I'm not real sure. I'm going to say probably the tram cable. It may have had an incident with a tram cable. The rest of it, except for the SAM, the rest of it seems like pilot error or equipment failure, but given the maintenance record, I don't think that would be it. So I'm going to say it's either a SAM or a tram cable, and I'm going to go ahead and go with that tram cable, so you never know. But thanks for picking me up. I'll be here on the 73 route, and I'll cut the SDR up for you, Bill. Sorry about that. Back to net controls. W2WLD, KJ5BWD.
Okay, very fine, Willie. You're hitting Utah, too, very, very, very well. So solid copy. Got your answer. All right, let's see. We'll recognize Chris again, KS5KY, who's receive only. Good morning to you, Chris. Let's go to James, KG5PTE, W2WLD. You're up, sir.
W2WLD, Kilo Golf 5 Papa Tango Echo. Good morning, Bill. And good morning to the Flyers. Beautiful day here in Texas. Not a bad day. It's going to be a hot day, but it's going to be a summer day. I think I'm going to just follow, looking at the list there on Charlie's live stream, I'm going to go Bravo and Charlie. Bravo and Charlie. That was a good flying airplane. And I tell you what, Bill, when I was stationed in Iceland from 93 to 94, I knew a lot of the P3 crews, met a lot of them, and we had a good RI-15 unit there. The FIS unit, fighter interceptor unit, had a real good relationship with the Navy guys, and we had a lot of good times there at Iceland. And we actually had to go chase some Russian bears away from some P3s that were getting harassed. They'd always managed to do it about 3 o'clock in the morning, so we would have to launch in the middle of the night. But the P3 was a good airplane. I liked hearing it. I liked the sound of the propellers, and always had a great respect for what you guys did in your mission. Anyway, I want to say bravo and Charlie. I'm going to turn it back to you, Bill, and I'll be here for the 73 round. And hopefully, it sounds like I'm coming through on SDR suit number 2 pretty well as well. I'm on the A-suit 991A this morning, using this old D104 lollipop-looking microphone. So back to you, W2WLD, KG5ET.
Okay, James. Yeah, solid copy on Utah number 2, and got your answer. And thank you for the nice words. I see that David checked off of NetLogger KQ4HJN. So that means we go to Dale, W5OG, W2WLD. You're up, Dale.
Okay, fine, Bill. Good morning again to you and all the folks on the net this morning. Glad to be on here, W5OG, Dale from, well, the station is in East Texas, and we're still here and enjoying the nice weather in near Rapid City, South Dakota. I did get out and play golf yesterday. It was a little warm, much warmer than it was the day that I played last week. And it took a lot out of me, but I did all right. I survived 18 and had a good time with the folks that I was playing with there. And let's see, as far as your question goes, yeah, I'm going to go with A, B, and C. Would not be involved with the crashes. I don't think if you had a prop overspeed where you lost the propeller, it would necessarily result in a loss of the aircraft. Maybe so, but I don't think that would be one of those. So I'm going to go with A, B, and C. I don't think there was any of them shot down by a SAM. Considering the fact that most of their operation is over water. And let's see, impact with a tram. No, I don't. Tram cable. That was another aircraft that did that foolishly. Mid-air, yeah, I expect that is probably would have been a case where they would have lost a P3. But I don't know about the over. Now I'm going to go with yes, that there was, but because of the Electra, I know that there were some Electras that were lost because of problems with fuel cells. I don't know exactly what. So I would just guess that perhaps it was also a factor with some P3s, since they're very closely related there. Anyway, that's it. Just put me down A, B, and C as the answers, Bill. And let's see what else is going on. Well, I couldn't get on 40 meters last night. We were involved with other social activities anyway. But my antenna, I discovered, is down. My brother-in-law was over yesterday, and he texted me and said, "Hey, your wire antenna is on the ground." And sure enough, I had, with that storm, we had those winds, and apparently one of the support lines. I don't know what the factor is, whether I'm going to be able to recover from the, if I've lost the line that goes through the pulley up there at about the 95-foot level on that pine tree, I'm in trouble. So we'll see. I'll have to perhaps throw another line over that tree, which is easily done. I've got one of those pneumatic shooters, and it does a fine job. Let's see. I guess that's about it, Bill. And good net this morning. I think there was something else. I did not write it down, but maybe I'll be here for the 73 round if we have time for that. Thank you, Bill. Back to net, W2WLD and W5OG.
Okay, Dale, well, sorry about your antenna. Hopefully you can figure out a way to get it back up in the air. I've got a damaged G5RV in the backyard. I won't describe how it's configured now, but it doesn't work all that well. All right, that's by my reckoning, the loss of the Delta, mid-air collision. In 1973, a P-3 hit a Convair 990. Both aircraft crashed, and all but one, on both aircraft, there was only one survivor. The overpressurized fuel cell. In 1978, because of an overpressurized fuel cell, that caused the wings to separate at the outboard engine. And the aircraft, well, when it came apart, part of the empennage was also taken out. So that aircraft didn't make it, and it resulted in 8 fatalities. So the answer, and nobody picked it, was Foxtrot. All of the above were in fact factors. There was one other mid-air that made a lot of news. It wasn't a U.S. P-3. It was a Royal Norwegian Air Force P-3. Was intercepted by a couple of toy SB-27. And one of the Russian pilots got himself tucked in right under the aircraft, the P-3. And when he decided that he had had enough fun, he accelerated and pulled up sharply. I think it was on the start of the P-3. The problem is he flipped the number 4 prop, and shrapnel ended up hitting the P-3 inside, and resulted in a cabin decompression. There were no injuries on both aircraft. Both aircraft made it home all right, but that Russian pilot first was castigated, and then for some political reason they decided to make him a hero. So that is the question of the day. Great.
Check in.
Somebody is imposed on the frequency here not too far away, but he's not all that strong. Okay, are there any late check-ins for the Air Force Flyers Club? Call now.
November X-ray 6, Romeo Golf.
Yeah, hi, Bob. Go ahead and take a turn.
Okay, Bill. W2WLD in the group. This is NX6RG. Well, good morning to everyone. I've been off the air for a while, basically due to extreme temperatures here. It's been triple digits here now for almost 2 weeks, and unfortunately my wife and I have to use the morning hours to get a lot of things done. So we just got back from walking our dog over at the sports park, and I had a few minutes before I get on with some other errands, so I thought I'd check in and say hello. Anyway, sorry I missed the question, but I did hear all the answers, so that's a quite interesting question this morning, Bill. Always learn things about the P3 when you give those questions, so that's quite interesting. Well, starting, I guess, the first Monday night in August, and every Monday night after that, I'll start teaching an amateur radio class to our American Legion group. We have a number that have decided they want to get their tickets, so we'll start out with a technician class license, and then after they've been successful at that, then we'll move up to the general class. So hopefully we'll have 4 or 5 new ham radio operators here in the area, and probably some volunteers for the emergency service with the city. So anyway, we'll see how that all works out. And that's about it. I'll be here till the bottom. W2WLD, NX6RG.
Well, it's good to have you back, Bob. And sorry about all the heat up there. It's been warmer than usual, but nothing like what you've experienced there. And great effort that you're helping to increase the number of hams in the hobby. We sure need that. Okay, one more time. Any late check-ins for the Air Force Flyers Club? Call now. Nothing heard. So let's start the 73 round. Let's go back to Carl. KS7, DJO, W2WLD.
Okay, Bill. Doggone. That question, if answer C. Charles had not been there, I would have gone with all of the above. But I thought, That airplane, and yeah, from here to a couple of the others, I think it was a Marine Corps A6 that went one-on-one with that tram cable, and it survived the crash and landed, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, that one, I thought that's the hidden ingredient that you're throwing in there. So, hey, great question, good bet today, and I'll be looking forward to tomorrow. The 73s, everybody. W2WLD KF7. Day up.
Okay, Carl, I'm going to use your audio as a sleep aid to help put me to sleep. I can imagine you watching all those screens and making all those transmissions. Again, that is not something that I would feel comfortable doing, but good job. Let's go to Lee, N5 Bravo Echo, W2WLD. Lee, you're up.
W2WLD N5B. I was shutting off the SCR, so we didn't have any reverb in here. Well, Bill, I think we're suitably spanked on this one. I learned something today. I learned that what you think you know is not really the truth about you can't apply it across platforms sometimes, even though that's what you remember. My limit of knowledge on the P3 is looking at them from afar and admiring them. So any opportunity to learn about that aircraft or any other aircraft that all of us were involved in is a good opportunity, and I learned something today. So I appreciate it. Thank you, Bill. W2WLD N5BE 73.
Well, you're welcome, Lee. 73. K4YDB, Commander Bob, you're up, sir.
W2WLD, K4YDB, good question, Bill. I learned a bit on that one. I didn't know a P3 had been that low to do something like that. That guy was a winner, wasn't he? Now, remember the incident, I guess I just looked it up. It was an EP3E. It looks just like an E3. I don't think it's got the mad boom on it, maybe, but yeah, it got hit by a Chinese fighter kind of near a disputed island called Hainan. And they spent 10 days there, and they eventually sorted it out. The aircraft was able to divert in there and went under interrogation, all that stuff. I think they took it apart, reverse engineered it. And the fighter guy that hit him wasn't so lucky. He died in a crash of his something 8 fighter there. Not so good on his part. Anyway, I put the F-111 on the AIM-9 Sidewinder wagon there, Bill. Yeah, we had them. We fly captive AIM-9s for practice once in a while. It didn't happen very often. You had to get the jet that had it on it. They could mount 4. They put 2 of them on if you went to war, one on each shoulder mounts on the 2 outside pivot pylons where they had the best view ahead. The air-to-air radar we had, low level, wasn't going to really help you with that, and you couldn't shoot off of that. You had to get pretty close, I guess within a quarter of a mile, to get the growl through your headset. That meant you were in the cone. It was tough to find it, too. I had a hard time, especially for the right seat without a weak computing sight. It was kind of tough to do, but it was a lot of fun. But we weren't fighters, for sure, so we didn't get to see those too often. Bill, thank you for running a great net. Great question. Always learn something. K4YDB 73 all.
73, Bob. Let's see. Our guest did not respond or didn't hear us the first time. Let's give it a try. Kilo Golf 7, Golf Mike. Are you there, John? He may be listening only. WA6LJS. John, thanks for backing me up today. I never got the phone call. 73.
Okay, real good, Bill. W2WLD, WA6LJS. Good net today. Excellent question. And I was almost going to put all, but it seemed like that all those things weren't going to happen. Anyway, the band, my noise level's gone down, and you came up, so it's the first part of the net, it was more this color, depending on the SDRs. But anyway, it's 73s, and I'll be over to Echo Link for a minute or two after the net. W2WLD, WA6LJS.
Mighty fine, John. And yeah, I'm having a problem with you locally now, but you're hitting Utah too very, very well. Lee, W4, PUO, W2, WLD, 73.
W4PUO, you're up, Lee.
Yeah, thanks for the relay, John. Bill just kind of dropped down there on me. W4PUO here, Bill. I'm sorry about missing the call. But 73's all the flyers, and enjoyed the AIM-9 discussion. It was a pretty neat little airplane to have an AIM-9 on each wingtip in the F-104A. A lot of fun back then in my early days, and I love to talk about it. And it was nice to have Ken K4NMG in here as a Navy ordnance expert to talk about the bullpup. The bullpup was used on the F-105, but only a couple of guys in our squadron over there were qualified to use it. So when we had a bullpup mission, it was that guy, and he had a very detailed briefing. I think one day he put one in a weapons storage area cave up in top of a mountain, and that thing created quite a lot of fireworks. A lot of fun to watch. Back to you, Bill, and thanks again for doing the net. W2WLD, W4PUO. Thanks, John.
W2WLD, K4YDB. Well, Bill, I hope you're still hearing me. I've lost you almost completely. You went way down into the noise over here. Anyway, 73s, everybody. Everybody have a great day. And I'm going to see if I can get this lawnmower running and get some grass mowed this afternoon. It's K4YDB back to net.
Yeah, I'm about lost you locally also, so of course I have to keep my antenna pointing west. So that's not helping either. Let's go to Ray, WD2JJO, W2WLD, 73, Ray.
Okay, Bill, W2WLD from WD2JJO. I'm going to tell you what, this is going to be the higher education that I've ever seen before. It was some good information about the D3. I wouldn't even think about this going with the winter happening. But I'll tell you what, I learned a lot. I want to thank you for the information. I really like the stories that the flyers tell, because I tell you what, it's almost like history at sea taking the air, so to speak. I really like it. Thank you, Bill, for taking the time to do that, to do all the research. And we'll say 17 to you, and you take the field there better off, as they say. So WWLD, WD2JJO, 17 1.
I certainly agree with you, Ray, about the net. It's the best net I've ever been involved in. Not a big net guy, but this one is special because of the people that are in it and the camaraderie that we share. Let's see. James, KT5TTE, W2WLD, 73.
There's a check-in. You got a
check-in, Bill.
I barely heard that. Is there a check-in?
Yes.
Go ahead. Okay, I'm only picking you up on Utah, Justin. Go ahead and take a turn. We're in our 73 round. Over. Okay, don't get overheated. I think I jumped over Jim. W6 WAY, W2 WLD, Jim 73. Okay, 73, James. Only picking most of you up now on Utah number 2. Conditions have gotten worse as the dam as the net has progressed. But, hey, that's what we do. Dale, W5OG, 73, Dale.
Okay, Bill, mighty fine. Very interesting. Yeah, I learned some things as well here for sure. And I didn't realize that the P3 had, well, anyway, that many problems, I guess. And also I wanted to comment that Logbook of the World appears to be back up and working. I just uploaded some QSOs that I had made since the ARRL's Logbook of the World went down, and they seem to upload fine, and then I downloaded a bunch of new stuff from my log here at home. And I'm glad to see that they've got the LOTW up and working good. See, over on Echolink, I do have, and I apologize if anybody was unable to get on Echolink. When I logged into the computer there at home this morning, I noticed that it had done an update or something, and the AFFC was not running. But it's back up and operational again now. So, 7-3 all. Thank you, Bill. Good net. To see you on Echolink maybe for a few minutes. W5OG, back to net.
Okay, 73. Fix the net logger in my notes. K4YDB, 73.
W2WLD in the group, KJ5BWD, 73s everyone. That was a good question. I'm surprised nobody got it. But it happens, I guess. Anyways, 7-3s, we'll try and catch y'all on Echolink. If not, we'll catch y'all in the morning. KJ5BWD, back to net control.
Yeah, 73s, Bill. I was here, but then Justin wanted to do his check-in at the same time, so it's okay. I just yielded to him. Good to hear Justin on the air. And Bob, too, NX6RG. Good to hear Bob back on the net. Anyway, just want to let everybody know Cliff is contemplating putting all his antennas back in his new truck. And I said, yeah, go ahead and do that. That way you'll kick Murphy in the butt and you can get a new truck. I said, a buddy of mine, he waited 6 months and got tired of waiting for a new truck. So he decided to put all his radios in his truck. And sure enough, Murphy's Law kicked in and they called him the next day and said, we got your truck ready. So I told Cliff, Uncle Cliff, if you want a new truck, put all them radios in that truck you're driving now, and you'll get a new truck. So that's the joke of the day for Cliff. Anyway, I guess he's at home. I didn't hear him check in today. And I'll pass my 73s, and I'll catch you guys on Echolink. Everybody have a good one. Kilo Golf 5, Papa Tango Echo. Back to net.
Mighty fine, James. Don't want it to rain, bring an umbrella. Let's see, I think that's it. Well, let's see if Bob is still there and wants to make a final comment. NX6RG, W2WLD. You there, Bob?
Yeah, I'm still here, Bill. Good net and good to be back in here. So we'll just see how the temperatures go. It's supposed to be triple digits for the rest of the week. So I may check in or may not. It just depends on the work schedule in the morning hours here. Anyway, 73s to all. Good to hear everybody on. W2WLD, NX6RG.